Hello there guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a dripping paint effect in Photoshop. And also, we will dive deeper into duplicating layers, making use of a dripping effect image, selecting the subject, using select and mask, using gradient tool to create a background. So let's get started! So here in our document, I got here an image of this girl, and our goal here is to create this image into a dripping paint effect. So the first step we're going to do here is we're going to duplicate our original layer. So with this layer selected here, I'm going to press Ctrl plus J to do that. Okay, and then with this layer selected, okay, and then I'm going to hide the original background, so for us to see the before and after later on. Okay, so with this layer selected now, I'm going to mask out our subject. So to do that, with this layer selected, I'm going to the menu bar, choose on select, under select, choose subject. And Photoshop will create a selection on our subject. There we are. And then we're going to add a mask. All right, so when I try to add a mask, you can see that the background is gone. And by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. Okay, going back, so you can see that the mask on our image is not that well. So to fix that, okay, with this thumbnail selected here, click on it, and then select this one, select and mask. All right, and now we can now start fixing it. Okay, so to fix this one, for the view, I'm gonna set this one to red for us to see the edges. Okay, all right, and then going down here, under the global refinement, for the feather, I'm going to increase this one for about 1 pixels. Okay, like that. All right, so 0.9 pixels is fine. For the contrast, I'm gonna set this one to 27 or 28. Yeah. For the edge shift, I'm going to drag the slider to the left to decrease the amount. Okay, so look at the changes. And I'm good with this. Okay, so we just fix all those edges on our subject. And once all and done, select OK. The next step we're going to do here is we're going to apply a dripping effect. So actually, I prepare here an asset for that. Okay, so I got here an image of a dripping effect. So this will be used to shape our subject with this. Okay, so to move this one to the original layer, select on the move tool, click and drag that into our original document, and then release. Okay, so you can see that this dripping image is too big, so we're going to decrease the size. With that layer selected, press Ctrl plus T for the transformation command, and then I'm going to make it fit for our subject. So all right, so this is still big, so I'm gonna do it like this. All right, even though the size is bigger than our subject, that's just totally fine. And there you have it. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, you will also notice that on our dripping effect on our image has a white background. So we're going to remove that and let the dripping slime, that color black thing, remains. Okay, so to remove that white background there, with this layer selected, I'm going to the menu bar and I'm going to select on the magic wand tool. If you can find that, go to the fourth tool, first, second, third, fourth, right click on it, and then you can find it, magic wand tool. And then select on the background, on the color white background on this image. Okay, so once I did that, you can see it created the selection, right? And then I'm going to press backspace to remove that. Okay, see? All right, and then I'm going to deselect that by pressing Control plus D. Okay, all right. Now, okay, so our next step here is we're going to select on those dripping effect. So to do that, you just have to press Control, hold it, and then press on the thumbnail of our slime effect. So once I click that, so you can see it create a selection. And then after that, I'm going to hide this layer. So I'm just going to click this one. Okay, so you see that the layer is hide, but the selection remains. Okay, now I'm going to invert the selection. So to do that, all you have to do is to press Control plus Shift plus I. So you can see that I just inverted the selection. Okay, and then I am going to click on the layer mask thumbnail on this layer, yes, of our subject. Click on that, right? And then I'm going to the toolbar and select on the brush tool, or B for the shortcut key. Okay, and then for the opacity, I'm going to set that to 100%, for the flow to 100%. yeah, for the brush, yeah, you can use the hard round brush here. And then make sure for the foreground color that is set to black. Okay, and then I'll be start painting under this girl. Okay, so I'm trying to remove this part. Okay, so once I did that, look at the effect. Right, so the drifting effect remains, right? And then I'm going to deselect that, press Ctrl plus D, and there we have it. And now for the last one, I'm going to create a background on our image with the use of a gradient tool. So to do that, we're going to add a layer. So go into the right side of our screen, click on this at the bottom. Yeah, this is the add a layer. Okay, there are. And then go into the toolbar, select on the gradient tool. This is the gradient tool look like with this gradient symbol. Click on it. All right, and I'm going to click on this one from the color. I'm going to choose this one as white, like this. Okay, and this one in the middle, I'm going to get a color from her jacket. This one, the light ones. Okay, and this one, I'm going to get a sample from the dark pink color of her. Then select OK. There you have it. All right, and then select OK. And then for opacity, make sure that is to 100%. And I'm going to make use of this effect. So I'm just going to click this one. Okay, and then I'm going to click and drag that to create the background. Okay, so why is this? Okay, because we have to bring this layer under our subject layer. So I'm gonna bring that down. Okay, and there you have it. Now we already have this effect. Now I'm gonna show you the before and after. So this one is the before, and this one is the after. And that is how to create a dripping paint effect in Photoshop.